Greetings, everyone. This is Tiffany Martinez. Um, as always, I hope you guys are always doing fantastic wherever you are in the world and you are reaching your highest elevation. I am just stunned by these cards, and they're just not wrong. And this is just not for the High Council cards, but just in general. I pulled these cards for um, I'm just going to say someone because everyone deserves their privacy. Um, but I pulled these cards and I said, I asked that they show me not, it's not for me, it's for someone else, that they show me um, what's going on with that particular person. See, I know this person, so I already know that that person is deceitful and a magician at that. And um that's just the way it is. Like, I just know that these cards are coming up, as you would say in uh casino terms, you're coming up all aces. And this one right here, this is the first word that popped up. And I also asked that, I said, show me what's going on with this particular person and how can I help? See, I've already pulled, I just knew this was going to be a lot of cards. I already pulled the second row of cards. And if you've seen my previous videos, this is just the way I do things. How you do your readings, that's between you and your higher self, I suppose. But I just knew, and I just have a feeling that there's going to be 3 additional cards pulled on the top row. So, and again, I said, I want to know what's going on with this person. And so it's not just, oh, okay, at the end, like, well, good luck to him. No, how can I help at the end? That's what I want to know, is what's going on with this person and how can I help? So we're going to go on to the next card. I just wanted to share this and document it, only because they're the truth. They're just the absolute truth. The next card is, this is change positive / negative, and it's the Tower card, and it's chaos, and that I do believe. Like, I just believe that there is chaos, and without giving too much details on anything any further, it's just the best way that I can describe um, readings or tarot cards is like, it's like almost like following breadcrumbs. You're on the right path, and these are so far still connected to the right person, the person that I have in my mind. Um, and if you saw at least the second video, I explained to you like what pops out, off of the cards. It has nothing to do with what I want to see. It's what I believe is my truth. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the third, and again, I want to know what's going on with this person and how can I help, because I absolutely loathe it in general, that when, doesn't matter what the scenario is. Like, for instance, if you're trying to help somebody make money from home, and you're leading them into a burning building, it's one thing if you didn't know, but if you're leading them into a burning building and then you're escaping because you planned it and you're able to get out the back door, but those particular people are just standing there like, why are we in here by ourselves, and why is it getting hot in here? It's like, don't do that. Like, you can help somebody, you should. Okay. This is the Dino Knight card, and this one I may have to it says, please grace my palms. Okay, that part I understand. It says power of the seas. They made into uh, golden. Man, I'm not quite sure because I can hardly see the wording, but I have to look at it one more time. Like, it says, "Please grease my palms so that I shall receive all that Adina has for me to receive today. Gratitude." Um, let's go on to the next one. Choices. Okay. This one is the Two of Wands. Choices in love. Um, I don't think that that's what is popping out for this one. Um, Wanderlust, realistic plan, um, risk and first steps. I think the realistic plan is the one that goes with this. That's just what I think. And that looks like flowers that are in the background and growth, like it's a possibility of growth if you have a realistic plan. And the sixth card is bickering and disputes. But this says talented, and that you didn't hear this conversation prior to, but I think this individual is very talented spiritually. Like that person is very talented. Um, that's just what I think, you know. I don't know what this word is. But again, if it was meant for me to see, I think in clear focus, it would just pop right up. Like it would just jump off the page. And the first word that came into focus for me, other than the bickering and I'm assuming that says disputes, but either way, it's more chaos. Yeah, disputes, bickering and disputes, and I already know that is going to be a fact. And I still think that that person is very, very talented, not lost, but talented. Um, the other ones are not popping off for me. So I'm going to pull three more cards at the top. I'm going to move some things out of the way because I had their pictures and stuff up at the top. This is the deck. Apologies that I'm not doing this on, a beautiful table, and all that great stuff. I'm just not doing that right now. Okay, I have the ninth card up there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull the advice card for this one, the advice card for the first row. So these cards on the side, they just represent what the ancestors want me to know in addition to this. And before I go on, if you're new to my channel and you don't know enough about me on a personal level, and this has nothing to do with this reading or anything like that, but I live in more than intractable pain. Like, this is a literal diagnosis. Have I accepted it? Absolutely not, because I want to get better, etc., etc., etc. But at the same time, it is extremely painful for me just to sit here, So I'm gonna try to hurry up. So not rush it, but I'll probably end up taking a picture. Of the outcome or the spread, and for my personal use in case I miss something. All right. The next one is Ace of Swords. Yeah. Clouded judgment. That's the one that pops out the most. Clouded judgment and too many ideas. And that could just be you're overwhelming yourself. Like myself, I don't like a lot of choices when I go to the store. Let's say this is back when I used to actually go out a lot. I will go to the store and I'm looking for one particular thing, and I go into the store and they got like, I kid you not, like at this one grocery store here in the city I live in, they had like 10 different versions of peanut butter, and I at that time I only wanted something that was truly all natural. Like, why can't they just have either regular peanut butter and all natural? Like, it's just too many choices, and it can be overwhelming. So, um, let's go to the next card. Uh, this one is the Governor um, of Cups. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah. To me, I am struggling with this one only because, um, for this particular person, um, the unconscious mind, that's the one I believe that connects with this person. That's just, again, master of emotions, um, and the unconscious mind. Again, I think it's this one. I think it's the unconscious mind for what this person is struggling with. Like, they basically, how do you say it? They may have like their mind is just wandering so rapidly with so many ideas, so many thoughts, and it goes back to this magician card. And sometimes a person that has that much on their plate, um, they end up being, deceitful or um, illusions or just along those lines. If you, so I don't want to say too much because I don't want people wondering, oh, I wonder who she's talking about. Because if it was your reading, you would want it to be, you would want it to remain private. So, and I'm only doing this much on a recording only because it's like, if you are spiritual or you have spiritual gifts, and this is not like just a promotion to do for the creator of the High Council cards, which is Quatita Dean. It's just the cards are the truth. That's just, you're not necessarily going to change the outcome. Like, you're just not going to change the outcome. It is what it is. If it's not a not so positive outcome, um, you can still work towards it, changing it. And you never know what the universe has in store for you. You just never know. And it's like, almost like it's a test. Okay, the third and final card for the set of 9, and it's the Governess of Wands. Okay, now it says honor your needs, um, creative visions, um, social butterfly. I'm definitely not a social butterfly, even though it doesn't have anything to do with me, but I did ask, how can I help? And so far, nothing, everything I have pulled has been geared towards that person that this reading is for. The 3 cards that are remaining are the advice cards, and that may be the part that I said, how can I help? So, um, be bold. I guess, they just want me just to be who I am, and, you know, um, and to be strong at the same time. Yeah. Okay, let's just move on to the advice cards. Uh, and this is a wild card. And I just said, if you saw me put the cards down, I just said, just because you may think your situation is hopeless or you can't change the outcome, this is a wild card. It's sort of like I think it's, oh no, it's been a long time since I played those games. But basically, you could change the color. Like you could change the color. Like you're in control now. Like you don't know. And I believe this is the E for me. Uh, like these thoughts are not mine. Like if I could physically stand up and jump to from here to like the moon and back, I would, because this is that person. Like these thoughts are not yours, you know, and the person is going through a lot of stuff, like too many ideas. And it's not like, oh, I'm an inventor and I have too many ideas. No, something else is going on, and I'm putting it together right now. Like I just am, like, so it's the E for me. And hopefully that person can realize it too, that these thoughts are not theirs. So uh this is the day of your night card. I've never pulled, it's a lot of these, not, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's some that I've, even though I just barely got the deck a few days ago, like I am just, it's like I'm just blazing through it like a really good book. Uh, it says David Knight, gratitude for being my legs, for carrying me through all situations with integrity and honor. I glorify you. Gratitude for taking me where I need to be and allowing the fantasy of my soul to guide me to my creations of thoughts via my imagination and intellect. So these are the advice cards, and that this one right here, I said it, that you could almost you could change your destiny. Well, I believe that you can. You can, but it doesn't mean you should give up. But these cards, they're a little bit concerning um, for that particular person. And the last advice card is um, scattered thoughts, self doubt, confidence. Scattered thoughts. Like I cannot emphasize that enough. It's like every card came with not only intention but the facts. And I mean, I could read through the rest of these, but scattered thoughts is what that person is dealing with. Too many ideas. Too many ideas. And, that's with anyone. You can get overwhelmed, like those who plan weddings. Like, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. Like, and that's why you usually hire a wedding planner, so you don't become overwhelmed, with, you know, and or you give the person what you may think that's going to be the vision of a perfect wedding, and then that person gives you the ideas of what they think would be absolutely perfect, but this one right here, scattered thoughts, and um the chariot, so these are, I asked the question, what the person was going through, and that's what they're going through. This is what they're dealing with. And I asked, how can I help? How can I help? How can I help? And this was the bickering and disputes. That is definitely a fact. This is with the person that I'm dealing with is definitely a fact. But I also believe that person is extremely talented. But there's too much going on for that person. It's just too much. And, they're depriving themselves of something. They're the master of emotions right here. What does that mean? It just means what I just said, or what the cards that said, that there's just too much going on, so their emotions are all over the place. And then this one, I did say honor your needs, so that, in my opinion, just simply means don't get lost in something. Like, be true to yourself and remember to take care of yourself. And this is the final card before the advice. This is coming from the governess, and introverted. Now, see, definitely not a social butterfly, myself or that person. So, yeah, definitely a winner. Definitely, I wouldn't say, well, I guess I could say it's sort of, bittersweet. And for those who try to help people spiritually on this level of, spiritually, not the other stuff, it has to be overwhelming. It has to be overwhelming. So, it has to take a toll on a person. And it goes back to what I just said, or what the cards are saying, honor your needs. You have to take care of you, even though you may be doing this work or this job, regardless of whatever it is. And if you're trying to help someone, So that's going to be it. I do appreciate anyone that has taken the time to, view my videos, regardless if it's this one or something that's not pertaining to tarot. But I do appreciate you on the highest level. I don't have a gazillion followers. I just barely made it to 100, only because this is just a figure of speech. But I'd rather have 5 real people at the show to see me versus 100 ghosts, and that just means somebody subscribed to your channel, but they never go there, they never do anything. So again, I'd rather have 5 real people versus just, basically empty seats. I usually have, a labradorite type stone, nearby, and just to make sure I'm getting the correct information. And let me just take a quick picture. That way I don't have to. I don't have to keep it out very long. Okay. And of course, these are for entertainment purposes, but I wouldn't consider it entertainment if I was the one that was receiving the reading. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, you can do so by just hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification, even though I don't go live, only because I tried that when I was doing a video pertaining to the air fryer thing, and they didn't even post it, even though that one person did show up to the live, but they never posted it. So I don't like giving too much energy into something that I feel is going into the toilet. So you guys continue to be amazing, whoever takes the time to view my videos. Ashe.